Through the light you found the dark. Through the deep, through the shallow you found the deep. Through the deep you come back to the shallow. You are both in and out. You're both top and bottom, above and below, right? You are now at full expression. You are now not as Enoch was. Big difference from what that verse is really saying. Finding the everything of not. Right? So we don't need to go into much more than that, but let's go down on some of these verses about talking about...
Talk about being stupefied. I'm like stupefied right now.
All right. Well, good. So let's go down...
Well, not good, because I don't know how much more I can process.
Well, we're almost... I know.
We've been going for like 4 hours right now, so I've eaten like 4 cows.
We're almost done here because I got to get these out. This is a really big verse because now look at Proverbs 128 again, right? On me, but I will not answer. They will seek me diligently, but they will not find.
Which is not the case.
No, it's not.
Because it means a teaching shepherd of light is going to come and teach you.
Right. So
wait, and that's to testify and to be a witness.
You're a testify. You're now the house of answers.
Right.
But this word right here, this yod mem ayin, that's what it's telling you. Find me.
Right, because it's matzah.
Right, it's matzah. So can you circle that and so people will know that
matzah.
that is over here. That's just a code. It's like telling me
right.
The verse ends right there.
Okay.
So can you just show people that there's the verse that's added?
Because that's it over here.
Right, because that's it. I'm just saying, like, this says that if you seek... This
is the verse.
Find me. The Father's saying, find me. Find me.
Find the 2 spiritual paths.
In the dawn. Find the dawn.
Find what you need to in the dawn, because it's going to be, there's the diamond. It's going to be a gift to you.
It'll raise your head.
It's going to raise your head to be a first fruit, so that you are a gift from God to the rest of humanity, because you're gonna be coming in the representation of the twin paths, spiritual paths that are coming in power that are going to give it.
So I will be the teacher. It says I'm not. It's like, because that not is the Vav Lamed Olive. It's like I will be the connector between the light teaching of one. I am the answer. Seek me. I am the morning dawn.
Right.
Find me.
Right. Find me. Seek me and find me. If you seek me with all of your heart.
So now let's go to Proverbs 8:17, because this is the same dawn. They're all saying the same thing.
My gosh.
Those who love me and those who diligently seek me will find me.
Hava.
Yep.
Hava. Because it's the spirit breath. It's the hay and the olive. It's the spirit breath that will build love.
It's this, absolutely.
Because this can only be done through the spirit.
Yep.
That's it. And you have to have the willingness to build yourself from the inside out, because the bet literally means inside.
Right.
This is spirit breath of love is meant to build you from the inside out. If you search for me, you will find me. Again,
for inculcation, there is nothing, I'll be clear, there is nothing on the outside that the Father is looking for.
Nope,
other than the gleam in your eyes and the clarity of your voice.
That's right.
That's it. Because everything else has been built inside.
It's an inside job.
It's an inside job. That's why that was there. Everything is an inside job. The hay, by the way, is revelation, but deeper than that, it means the living breath. That's what went into the nostrils of those that are alive, and that's what will be expressed in them. They breathe through the nose.
Neshama.
Neshama.
Which is what was breathed into Adam's nostrils. Mankind was given the spirit breath.
Divine breath.
The
divine breath is what's in you. So now we have to extrapolate out to find the measure.
And the divine breath is love.
Right. Now we're going to go into that breakdown into what the divine breath is. Not right here, but because we got to keep the focus, because that's going into another level, and that's going to express out what I want to go to. But I have to do it in drips and drops. But we can see again here, Yod Mem, Zadi, Ayin, or Aleph, Nun, Yod. 2 risen nuns.
Exactly.
Okay?
So again, that is the pattern of the Ark of the Covenant. The 2 spirit teachers, spiritual path on the top. That is called the Ark of the Testimony.
Right.
Because the Ark is the representation of the Merkabah. Right. The chariot throne of the cherubim. That's what the whole Ark represents. Is the process of us becoming our own Merkabah. Completed vessels of light.
Right.
Why Hellel came.
Right.
Because those twin lameds are the light beings on top of the Ark of the Covenant, the Ark of the Becoming, the Merkabah.
Right.
Hellel. Shine.
Shine. Now this is really interesting. So let's go down a little further. So now that's, I thought, wow, so diligently seek me. Now this is the last occurrence. It's in Hosea 5:15. And who earnestly seek me, then and it's really interesting. Listen to the language here. Then I will return to my lair until they have borne their guilt and seek my face. This is English though. In their misery, but that's affliction. They will earnestly seek me. So the affliction is the measure of the adversarial component. It's life and death. When in the beginning they said that you will know good from evil.
So in their affliction, they will seek me. Okay?
Oh yeah, so there we go, infliction.
Right.
Zar.
Zar, rock, or
Zur, the cramped and confined place.
Yep.
Because it's in your cramped and confined place in your skin.
Right.
Because this really is the cramped and confined place, because
Right.
we're light.
Right.
You're going to build.
And that's an added bet, most likely.
I know it is.
Yeah.
I know it
I
is,
don't
because
have that,
I've seen
but-
this word many
Yeah,
times
but
as Zur.
that bet should not be.
Because
Well, I mean,
this,
it should be there. Is
Zur
yeah.
is part of Mitzrayim, Egypt.
So you can say then that, because that's a bet tov, because that's
Right.
So that would say love is your confinement,
Right. It is.
right? Because again, everything's about perspective, and if we can see it, then love is your confinement, and if you build correctly, then you're building light, right?
And then you find your way out.
Right.
Right? And this is lahem, which is a word that's not translated.
Right.
This is what they would have had no translation for this.
Right.
But hem means likeness.
Right. So
The
it's
likeness of
light.
light.
Right. And we're still talking
Which
about
is the which is the revelation that comes from the place of surrounded, protected water.
right. Now,
Out of the waters of chaos.
right. Right. So we're almost done here. Now, interesting verse, a lot in this. Now this is a breakdown of the dawn. So down. Now this is so we've got interesting, right? It's connected, exact same spelling.
Right,
And
it
the
is.
dawn of the morning is connected to be black.
Wow. The light and the dark.
The light and the dark are one. You have to discern what it is. I only gave you signs to discern what it is.
Well, this makes sense because this is connected to the kuf then.
Well, it's all connected.
What
Yes.
I'm saying
Yes.
is because the kuf
yes.
is a symbol of a sun, or
circle.
a circle with a line in the middle,
Right.
which is actually about the sunrise.
Right.
Half light, half dark.
Right.
It's this. This
Right.
is the concept it's trying to share.
It's trying to. Yeah. It's
The
yeah,
light and the dark.
is one.
Right.
Outside of, that's what we were saying before, outside of the parentheses of time, the light and the dark are one. But
Exactly.
we're being given the construct,
Of duality.
and I'll give you the moon and the sun as signs,
Right.
so you would know what is light and dark. You're going to have to separate out that process to know. You're going to wrestle the dark to find the light. And as soon as you find the light, you automatically become the dark. So the dawn and the black is not bad.
No.
It's just really the journey of what
Well,
we're doing.
it's just opposing frequencies that are actually neutralized into one.
Right. And so now, we're not going to go into this verse. There's only one occurrence of this, and it's in Job 30. My skin turns black on me and my bones, right? And so we're going, interesting, right? Black. And then I took it down, started rolling down to its root and going like, okay. And now we have Shakar, black, because it's the same spelling.
Right.
So I have to extrapolate out to give me fuller
Right.
perspective. Otherwise, I'm not doing anyone any justice, including myself.
There's the 369.
Right?
Ein.
Right?
To be nothing.
And so now we're going into this black hair, but black is not good, right? Everyone's like, black is black. No, black is just black. However, the black is all about the morning,
And
too.
again, it's frequency.
Right? And then go down, Song of Solomon. But I am black, but lovely, O daughters.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm going somewhere.
And this is ava, right? This is like desire to breathe, to be a breathing one,
Right.
Through the spiritual path.
Right.
So in the dawn, I am black. But in the dawn is when I seek the revelation that is going to pierce my heart.
Right.
Because I am of the breathing ones that have found the spiritual path, and I started walking on it through humility.
This is the premises of that. Actually, right there is Black Am I is the premises of the poem that I wrote about the clarion call.
Exactly.
The dawn of the raven.
Exactly.
And the dove. They're both the same, and they have to go together till we can connect this correctly. And so I'm just going down through all the occurrences that this just spoke to me, going like, wow, because I'm setting up somewhere for the next teachings
Right.
that we need to shed light on what is the black.
Right.
And so we're going to do just a little sharing here, but and then it goes into the black horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black horse of Revelation.
That's the
Right?
scene.
And now we're into the have you cut down, because we're still into the verse.
Right. Oh my gosh.
First occurrence. Have you fallen into love? You've cut down the Asherim tree.
There's Ashra.
Yep.
So, by cutting down, oh my god. I'm so undone right now.
But look what's added. Look
I know,
how-
but I'm looking at this because this is Da'at. This is Dalet Ein Tav. This is Da'at. This is the secret hidden place of knowledge on the tree of life.
Yeah,
This is Da'at.
You've cut down the wisdom. You've cut down your ability.
Because what did they do? They cut it down. They left out the spiritual path. By cutting down Asherah and writing her out, it was meant. It was meant. They cut down the spiritual path of Asherah.
So now
I mean, that's in this verse.
they say
That's in this verse.
Well, right, but we have to look at this from the perspective as because it says how you have been cut down. That's not really what's being said because it's talking about the morning dawn.
Right.
Right. The
Right.
morning dawn is how you fell the tree of the Asherim, the love tree. So it's saying. So have you been cut down? It's not. It's like it's saying that You are the son of the morning dawn.
But this is saying that by you getting up early in the morning and seeking urgently and diligently, you're hewing out da'at.
You're a tree. It's saying that son of the morning dawn. You are a tree that has fallen into love. It's just reaffirming again. This is just a verse, the first occurrence. It's tying it to the Asherim, but it's just like, you are a tree of love. Right? And now you're in the ground. You're in the earth.
As a teacher of light.
As a teacher of light.
But the other point that I was saying is that in the early morning, you hew out what you need to find da'at, the hidden place.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It has to be that way because it's the wisdom and it's the discernment that allows you to navigate the path.
And it's the spiritual path where you gather and assemble yourself through the door of your inner man so that you can see
the
tav and know it in what? At time.
Yep. And again, that fulfills the kuf.
So, Hellel fell into time.
For the purpose of expressing love.
Yep. So that others could dig out and hew out what was necessary for them to find the hidden place of intimate knowledge.
I would say he was the tree. Right?
The tree of life?
He would be the 9 stones, probably coming into the measure, either at one point would have been 12, completion, or a measure of representation. I don't know that, this is conjecture. But at some point in the beginning, he would have been coming down as the completed tree.
Yeah, but this makes sense, because there's only 10 Sephirot. There's only 10 Sephirot on the tree of life.
Which then leads you to the 11 and 12, and finally the 13th.
So.
Right? So the 9 stones, or the 10 with the hidden place is 11, 12 is the crown chakra. So you have to have the hidden place of da'at to be able to activate the 12th, which is above the tree of life.
What this is saying,
as in light.
Right. What this is saying, this is here. This is now in the ground.
Right, and it's been here waiting for us to find.
It's been waiting for the excavation of those to extract out through the forensic work of excavation, right? Because there it is right there on the earth. That's an added light on earth.
Right, so in time, this was put in place for those to painstakingly search for.
Right. Now,
to find light, and this is really a condensed form of light, or.
Right, no.
That they will have to hunt and chase for.
Right, no, so slow down again. So, because we need to look at this as and at. So we're looking at it right now, but now realizing what we just said, we are it. This lamed, these lameds are in the earth at the end.
Right now.
Right now. They're here.
They were here in the beginning,
the
and
trees,
they're here at the end.
The ancient trees of old are in the earth again, and they've taken on many forms and many shapes, and they are expression of love in the earth, and they are releasing love in the earth, right, for the purpose of reestablishing light's frequency. These are the sacred pillars of old that have been hewn down on purpose that allow others to hew down what is necessary for them to become. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the ground, we don't need to go into the ground too much, but we can see that as the light is in the earth right now, this is the teacher. The teachers of light are in the earth, and they teach us how to humbly raise ourselves into the full measure of meekness. And you have weakened, right? He's really showing us how to prostrate ourselves. Humble the flesh by piercing, as this will humble and weaken to overthrow the flesh.
So bringing forth life.
Yep.
Once you connect to your heart, which is the authority of the fire.
Yep. Burn up what is not, feed what is, become the measure of intention, become the essence of love, light, and truth. Burn brightly. Because when you burn brightly, it consumes everything that is not.
Exactly. Let the weak say I'm strong.
One occurrence of it.
Let the weak say,
right,
I am Gibor.
I'm Gibor. And we've already said what Gibor, right? Mm-hmm. We talked about the Giborim.
We did.
And we talked about Gabriel, a mighty man. And we just said what a mighty man was through Azazel.
Yeah, but we went through the whole Gabriel thing.
So we got to connect.
Mighty man.
We need to connect all these dots.
And then I love this. It's Ramach, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's room right there to exalt, to lift up the teacher of light that will bring forth light of the living waters, the seas of Asherah.
Right.
Who were once weak, but it was revealed to them the hidden light of life that instructs them in the way of fire so that they can be mighty.
Right. Mighty, and then
and then it would be strong after that.
So mighty upon. And the first, so even not this, so mighty upon them.
Right, mighty upon.
And then, so go up on your page so we can see the expression. Ooh.
You have weakened.
Ooh.
Because that's where we were. On.
Right. Well, slow down a little bit. So I wanted to stop at this verse right. So upon, because the first occurrence of upon is in Genesis 1:2.
So this will probably help.
So now upon, so the first occurrence is in Genesis 1:2. And darkness was over the surface.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what's
happening.
Right. And so that's the first occurrence of upon. And that upon is a big word. That's bedecked. That goes to really cloak. This is back to the Spirit, because that was what when it says that the Spirit hovered, it was hovering over, like, and that's what it's going to be on us again. This is what's coming back. This is what breathed into us. This is what's coming again. So upon them, right? And then we have ascension.
Right, to ascend and to climb.
Right.
To see and know the purpose of the fountain, the teaching of light that will be revealed.
Right.
Which is the process of ascension.
Right.
Given to the people.
Right.
The goyim.
Yeah.
The nations.
The nations. And it's interesting that even in that right there, its own definition, or a flight of locusts. Interesting. I put a definition here, and we're done with this, and I just said, so we just talked about the night, and here's the night, Lyle.
Mm-hmm.
To twist away the light,
mm-hmm.
an adversary. And then in that Genesis 1:5.
Lila.
And so it's Hellel.
It's exactly the same gematria.
Exactly the same gematria.
Is the only occurrence of what they said was Lucifer.
Right.
It's the exact same gematria.
Exactly the same. And so let's see where that roots down to. 3883, and we'll be done right here. A shaft or an enclosed step, right? Space with steps or a ladder. We're talking the spiral staircase. The right lamed and the left lamed are connected and pierced in the heart. This is the spiral staircase between.
This is Jacob's ladder.
To fold back, a spiral step, the winding staircase. And this goes into the lula. And we're going to go in with this. The loop.
Right. Right.
And this goes back to 369. This goes all the way back to 369. And all the occurrences of this lula all have the Aleph Tav added to it. 13 occurrences all have an Aleph Tav.
Well, of course. 13. Love.
Right.
Of course.
So now you.
So it's the twin lights of the Aleph Tav, which all that is a summary of the Aleph through the Tav, the first and the last, the beginning and the end.
Right. So these are the completed. They completed the loop.
Yeah.
Go down. Sorry, not up. Down. And I just put this in here, going like, is right. The Ouroboros, depicting the serpent or the dragon, eating its own tail. Through the journey and the walk of mother, the head has arisen to complete the circle in the circle of time.
Yeah.
You have
so
now,
that's literally the picture of the Samek.
That is the picture of the Samek.
The wedding ring.
Right.
Because you've completed it.
Right. And I'm going to express this to say I'm not talking conjecture. I'm sharing from Revelation what I've been shown, that this is Tanin. That is the same as Tanin. That is the same as Anubis. That is the same as Thoth. That is the same as many faces. That's the dragon. That's completion. You've completed it, and now I call you a completed one. And I'm going to express and show you what this really is by this picture, what it's saying. Nothing to be afraid of, because it's you. It could be put on your finger and called a signet ring.
Yep, exactly.
And said, well done, for you have become the light that is connected to light. I now call you one.